So, you're heading to the Tumbler Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Fanny Bottoms.
I sure am, and there are quite a few little handsome lads that I have encountered along the way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's...
Do you have like a calling card or something?
I do have calling cards,
So
and also
excited.
I'm very good at flirting with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And boobs.
Pushed all the way up to
Particularly
your
the
chin.
boobs. Hey there, darling.
Hello there, sir.
You see this, he's sort of dark-haired, pretty kind of run-of-the-mill, not the best-looking fella. So what brings you here to Penny Whistle?
Oh, we're just
Myself, I'm
passing
just stopping through.
through.
Me and the boys got a good business working up. Gonna make us a lot of money. Here, there's a lot of gold out west if you can handle all the terrors and things of the night, which we're pretty good at.
Oh, you are now.
Yeah, that's right, we are. In fact, just the other evening, we caught ourselves a couple chupacabras. They're good eats if you ain't ever had one.
How delightful.
Yep, that's right. I'm just saying, if a fine woman like you ever wants to not be with that crew I saw you roll in with and roll around with some real men.
Oh, I'm not opposed to rolling around with
bitch.
real men, but I will not abandon my companions.
Well, ain't that a shame?
I mean, we are here overnight.
Are you now?
Indeed.
Well, perhaps we can have ourselves a little conversation this evening.
Maybe we can. My name is Miss Fanny Bottoms.
Miss Fanny Bottoms, my name's Elijah.
Very nice to meet you, Elijah. You can find me down at the Tumbler Hotel this evening.
I'll keep my eye out. Kinda
Have a
like
good
tips his
day.
hat to you. And as you walk away, you hear some fucking like laughing from the guys behind him. It's like, shut the hell up.
Boys are dumb.
Oh, Elijah.
As you approach the hotel, it's the only two-story building here in town. It has a few broken windows here and there that aren't repaired. They're just kind of boarded over, it looks like. Looks like maybe they don't get enough business to be on the ball with repairs and things like that here in Penny Whistle. But you will enter in, and the first person you'll notice sort of behind the counter reception is this young little blonde boy. Well, hey there, miss.
Hello there, young man.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? How can I help you? And he's kind of like blushing. This is like maybe like 12-year-old kid.
God, boys are dumb. Yes, I would like to book a room for the evening, and I would also like to reserve a couple for my companions.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. We got plenty of rooms here. Well, we got a real nice room for. I'm sure you'd like our best room. I'm sorry, you're just so darn pretty.
Oh, aren't you just the sweetest thing?
Oh, he's like really blushing now. Our prices are usually $5 an evening for the nice room and $2 for the regular rooms we got. And he kind of looks around, looks over his shoulder. But I think I could do a special deal for someone as pretty as you.
Oh, you are just a darling. What kind of deal
What
are
did you
we
just say,
talking?
Isaac? And a man steps around the corner. You see this sort of slick black-haired man. He's got a pretty receding hairline. He's dressed in not cowpoke wear. He's dressed in sort of like business suit of the times, sort of, and notably does not have a southern accent. It's like, we're not giving discounts to anybody. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just thought she was so darn pretty. Go clean the damn something. Go. So, miss, how many rooms will it be? This is like the most, like businessman, Yankee, flannel mouth, fucking guy you've seen in quite some time since you left back east.
Well, sir, I was trying to reserve a room for myself and my companions. I have business to conduct here this evening.
All right, we take a 2% fee on any business done.
Oh, well, certainly, I definitely understand that. But that young man had mentioned something about a lower room fee since we were going to be renting rooms in mass, and I would like to discuss that further with you.
All right, well, our rooms are $2 an evening. We have our presidential suite that is $5.
Yes, and there was a lower rate mentioned.
Right, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about, unfortunately.
I feel like maybe we could come to some kind of arrangement.
Make a persuasion check.
I got a
Oh,
1 and
no.
a 2. Lord Almighty.
I'm sorry, miss, but those
Cannot
are
use my
prices.
charisma on any of this.
He seems to be a very hard businessman. He's one of the few people you've ever encountered that is fazed not at all by you, by your presence.
I'm very disgruntled with this.
It's not. You're not used to it.
I
This
am
is
not.
Definitely not something you're used to.
Perhaps we could arrange payment in another way.
Well, yeah, I take coins. I also take pesos.
This is not quite what I had in mind, sir.
Oh, really only deal in money.
Just pay him.
Rip.
Good lord.
What?
Just saying. At this point,
Oh, but me giving a little extra money on mine was that's a bad business tactic. And now you're like, just pay the man.
Okay, I guess I will just pay the man.
Okay, sure. How many rooms will it be?
2 standard rooms in the presidential suite, please.
All right, that'll be 9 monies. $9. I was about to say gold. $9.
And I pay him $9
Okay.
with a very, very sweet smile on my face.
And he just
Yeah,
How does the
unmoved.
snake oil
his eyes light
treat?
up when he sees the money.
Ugh.
But like,
Cannot believe you made me pay $9 fucking for rooms.
look, man, he's got business to conduct.
It is
So-
Troy, and he will find any way to take the happiness from you.
So y'all are heading to the church. The
Yep.
Chuggins and Miss Jessie.
Yes, it's stuck.
The
Y'all, you didn't pass on your way in, so it'll be further into town. This is
Okay.
like a one road. Buildings on either side, closely constructed together. And again, as you pass, most of the buildings are abandoned or boarded up. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and make a notice
Oh, God.
roll? What's that?
Wow,
Two.
The 2 ones?
Harley.
All right, so you critically fail the check. You are in.
Oblivious.
I'm a 13-year-old
Yeah, you are
girl.
daydreaming.
I got a 6, so I'm exploding that one. I got another 6, exploding that one.
Exploding.
Okay, so
Gus knows and everything.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18?
Failing at our real life
Okay.
jobs.
So you each notice what seems to be what was the sheriff's office. It's pretty beat up. It looks like between like bullet holes and bludgeoning, and looks like there was even a bit of a fire. It seems totally boarded up and abandoned.
Mm,
So you
Now-
you get the vibe that maybe there's not even a sheriff here in town. Totally ransacked.
but like Jessie doesn't notice this, right?
Yeah, Jesse doesn't know.
She's just
shit.
oblivious. She's like,
fucking-
la 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 la. Look at my frog. La
Yeah,
la
I'm
la.
like,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So decrepit.
we should be careful in this town.
how come?
I just imagine you're like standing right in front of it, like the sheriff's office is behind you as you say that. You're like, "How come?" And we both like look at you and look back up. And it's like, just cause.
Literally like right in the shadow of the destroyed ass fucking.
Well, little Jessup, it appears that we have no law dogs in this town.
Really? That's fascinating.
Oh,
Kind of
yeah.
adds to my feeling that maybe something's up in this town.
I think your suspicion might be right, little missy.
Well, thank you, Gus. Let's figure this out.
As you
I
approach
got
the
my
church,
frog.
it stands alone near the end of the town. Y'all have gotten also to note, y'all have gotten much closer to the large building you had noticed. As you've been heading this way, you got close to this large building. You almost really just saw a silhouette. It's off the main stretch a bit, but you do begin to see that it looks like maybe a theater or an opera house or something. It says the Inspired Hall is the signage up front.
Okay.
That's all you really notice from here. As you approach the church, it's kind of a general affair. It's a whitewashed wooden building with, one door entry, and it's got just a single spire with a cross at the top. So yeah, y'all approach the church.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What would y'all
Walk up.
walk in?
So
I very like. Sorry, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Oh
go
God.
Rock,
Oh,
paper,
look at y'all
scissors.
be so polite.
Right.
Does it appear that, like, anyone seems to be present in this building? Like, any signs that anyone's
Make a
in there?
notice.
Damn it. We know how well that went last time.
You'll be like, there's a frog here.
Frog.
Oh, that's a
There's a frog in
word.
this church. He throws a frog through the window.
Oh. 4.
4? Okay, yeah. If there's anyone, there's not a lot of people, but it doesn't seem like it's an infrequented building. It seems like people do come and go. And, I mean, if you go up and start checking through windows and stuff, you will see there's a man in a, slim black suit.
All right.
And
Yeah,
he's
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go
got
to
like a large brimmed sun hat. So you going in?
I'm going to wait and see what the chickens want to do. Or
Chuggins.
chuggins.
Well, that's one shot.
First off,
Jesus.
Chuggins.
Toby got it in my brain now.
CHUGGI. Chuggins.
You pass to the next
The boy,
round.
the boy takes after me. I don't know how to spell either.
Spell Sasquatch.
Oh.
Ooh. It's muscular squatch.
Sasquatch. B-I.
Can you use it in a sentence?
O-O-T. Sasquatch.
Can I have the definition?
Oh wait,
please?
actually.
Ah.
Oh wait, I got it. DEAD. Oh wait, hold on. Synonym for Sasquatch. Blanket.
I was going to say Blankee. Blanky.
Blanky.
How do Snuggies exist in this world? And
They do now.
Now.
Jesus.
There's a growing market for Sasquatch Snuggies.
Yeah, we got to get on that demand.
Oh gosh, yeah. So
The fucking arm sleeves and shit.
Yeah. Go to those big old Sasquatch mitts. Just hold all
The
kinds of
eternal
stuff.
embrace of a Sasquatch.
Gotta keep my hands warm.
I guess let's go into this church.
Okay.
All right, head on in.
Should I go first since I'm real good with guns?
What's up,
Go to
motherfucker?
the church, guns blazing.
Yeah.
Listen here, Reverend.
If we're doing that, then I'm going in. I mean, are we doing that? Because
I
I was
mean,
going with 2 sticks of dynamite.
Just walk in and use some of your charm
It turns out-
persuasion.
It turns out that's how we actually solve all our mysteries. They're not mysteries at all. We just found the Sasquatch and killed it, and then we came into town with the feet, like the foot, and they're like,
We
"What is
solved your
this?"
Sasquatch puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you
I
just
kinda
kill
wanna
Steve?
kill the
He
Reverend.
was an upstanding member of the community. Oh my God, is that a blanket? Oh, we just like blow up the church, be like, "Hey guys, don't worry, we took out the Reverend for you." He was
Now
an
there's no
upstanding
law
citizen.
and no religion.
I mean,
What
I
have
really
we
do
even
wanna kill
got?
the Reverend. But let's talk to him. Let's hear what he has to say. So I won't like pull my guns out immediately,
Okay.
but I am prepared to kill that man.
As you enter, his back's towards you. It looks like he's working on maybe like polishing down his podium. He turns around and you see just a clean-shaven, nondescript white guy. Says, "Well, good afternoon.
Hello there.
Good
How can I help
afternoon to you,
fine folks?
Father.
Y'all passing through? I'm not familiar with you."
Can you
Oh,
tell me?
we're just new in town. We just come in, trying to rest our little feetsies up in the hotel, and just trying to pass on by. How's it going with you, Father?
It's going wonderful. Penny Whistle is always open to have visitors who need to rest.
No, I know. It's a good place to plop your feet up and listen to the good word.
That's right.
Yeah, that is right.
You know, honestly, I just now realized with listening to Gus Chuggins, we didn't really have a plan when we were like, we're going to go confront this preacher because it sounds like he's up to no good. And we just walked in, we're like, hey, what's up?
Just expecting him to be immediately evil.
Yeah. Like, he's definitely going to immediately attack us, summon 8 demons.
Okay,
This is going to be it.
So all the townsfolk around here sure do have nice things to say about you.
Well, I'm very flattered by what they have to say. I just do the Lord's work.
What is the Lord's work? Like what's your mission here?
Well, spreading the good word, of course, as well as making everyone feel safe in the Lord's embrace.
So I have something to confess. Sorry. Jesus.
About to bust a cap in your ass.
I want to know that my character at this time is just standing back, like head down, just shaking, like, oh God, this is.
I have something to confess.
What's that,
We're
my
about to
child?
murder this poor man.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to skin him. My pa's gonna ask me.
my companions and I, we killed a Sasquatch just the other night, and
He kind of gives you like a confused look. Oh, did you?
and how does that relate with
How does that make you feel?
Well,
So would that be considered like sinning or not? This is.
I'm sorry, that was really fucking
You
funny
don't
to
go
me.
to church much, do you?
I'm just saying. We don't have any problems with killing creatures, you know, like deer and whatnot, because that's meat to feed.
of course.
Oh my God, this raised. Time out. Did we eat part of the Sasquatch? Because that just.
Fuck did not.
Yes.
Because I kind of feel like Gus and I would have probably tried some of the
Oh,
Sasquatch.
yeah.
Isn't it like
I
eating the
love
liver
it.
while you're skinning it?
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
No, I definitely ate Sasquatch. There's no.
Oh, I 100% ate Sasquatch. I tried to give you some, son.
Fanny did not eat Sasquatch. Fanny will never eat Sasquatch.
You told me it was like rabbit, and so I ate it.
And then
I'm
you
like, man,
cried.
this tastes. Yeah, that's why I need the skinning and eating. Anyway, sorry. Sorry to break you
Yeah,
up
no,
there,
you're fine.
Carly.
Well, I was having a hard time anyways, just laughing all through it. But so I'm just wondering, is that murder? Because like Sasquatch isn't really a man, so I didn't kill a man. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I believe man is made in God's image, and although I particularly don't believe in the spectacle of what people are making out God's creatures to be in this current day and age, I don't see that the good Lord would have any issue with that.
Do you believe
Oh,
that Sasquatch
thank God.
exists?
Whew. Oh, man. I thought I was
believe
going to
that-
hell.
I believe.
Yeah,
believe
Paul, I
that
think that's
God,
kind of up in the air right now, but yeah. Please, Reverend, continue.
Not go to hell for the Sasquatch.
No. Many other things though.
I believe the good Lord has his will be done, and just because some of these creatures we may not be used to seeing are different doesn't make them any less God's creatures, which he put here for us to.
So
Perhaps
here's
I
the
wasn't
thing,
clear, but I
Reverend,
did-
and I
okay.
take out the Sasquatch blanket and I like extend it and I like,
Just like flip it out like
now this is the softest fur I've ever had. You got to try some of this. Check it out. And I'm gonna like put it near him so he can like feel the softness of the
Nibble
Sasquatch.
on a little
yeah, and he feels, he's like, wow, that is quite soft.
I'm confused.
I know,
Are you trying to
right?
Sell him this blanket.
I was
Well, I'm just confused, Reverend, because people in town seem to think that you didn't believe in any of these kinds of creatures.
Well, I don't believe in the spectacle that these are cursed lands or that these creatures came about through nefarious means that many people seem to believe. I believe these
Okay.
are simply God's creatures and there's
Done.
nothing to fear.
One other question. Do you carry a frog
Go
with
ahead.
you?
I do not.
son. Can I ask you
What?
something?
You talking to Jeb or are you calling the Reverend son?
I'm calling the Reverend son.
Okay.
I was really hoping for that.
He says, yes, my child. It's like a tug of war of who's going to call the other one the kid.
Now you say you don't believe in the craziness that's out there in the world?
I don't believe that they're necessarily strange or brought about by any sort of evils. I think this is simply a phase in the world which the good Lord wants us to traverse and get used to. While these different things certainly exist, doesn't mean
I mean,
his will has changed.
this sounds exactly like the kind of talk that someone who has never been out in the middle of the wilderness in the middle of the night would say.
Have you ever been
suppose
out
you're right.
there? In the
Maybe
middle
you should
of
experience
the
that
desert?
firsthand before you,
You ever been
go
out there,
preaching
boy?
about all this.
You asked him.
Yeah, we were super aggressive to this guy.
In interrogated him.
Showed up. Hey, you. Where's your frog
fuck
at?
You
face.
believe what I
Where's your
believe?
frog? Why don't you believe in Sasquatches? And go get me a beer, bitch!
I'm 13!
Feel this blanket. Isn't it soft?
Touch my blankie! Mr. Reverend!
I don't like him.
What's your precious God say about this frog and this blankie?
Am I done with my hotel stuff? Can I wander on down
for
towards
sure.
the church?
Oh, man.
Oh,
By the time you get there,
I
we're
need to
leaving.
collect more clients. I need to have a full...
And you're heading to a church to do that?
Preachers pay more because they pay for the secrecy.
Exactly.
Well,
Or they
these
burn
three
you
are
at the
ruining the
stake.
campaign. Let me just take.
I mean,
You know,
I don't
this
think I'm gonna
hotel,
get burned
get
at
my
the
clientele
stake.
set up.
You have a Sasquatch blanket. Like, I
Seems
feel like
pretty
we can
chill
take
about
care
that.
of ourselves.
You know what? I'm just gonna be like, hey, thanks for the talk, Reverend. I'm gonna head on out.
Of course, my
So
son, anytime.
we should probably go, guys.
We will have a sermon, and he kind of gets out like a little handwritten pamphlet sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm having a very special sermon in 2 evenings. Y'all are taking the pamphlets and leaving?
what you think about this Reverend and if we should interrogate more or not.
I think we should give it time. See, with types like him, he is definitely gonna slip up at some point, and when he does, we'll be right on his ass.
Love it.
Were we saying this all in front of him too? Like the Reverend's
He's
like,
kind of standing there like
yeah,
looking
Reverend's like, I can literally hear you guys talking about me.
Just silent communication, like through eye expressions.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if I do slip up, I hope the good Lord will forgive me.
Probably
Oh,
not,
good
but
Lord.
okay.
What just fuck?
Yeah, okay, let's just go. Let's go. We'll see you here in 2 nights.
Me and the good Lord are cool, all right? Me and the good Lord are cool. You see people my age around here, boy? I don't think so. I'm leaving.
Well,
Let's go.
old Holt is probably about your age, but have a good afternoon.
Son of a bitch.
You say Old Holt?
Yeah.
Who the hell is Old Holt? Is that just a name drop?
No, yeah. I mean, yes, but make
I feel obviously.
like another.
Notice check.
Yeah, like
Can I
a.
make a history check?
The equivalent.
See if
Yeah,
I
it's
know
not
this
like a
motherfucker.
history. Make like a. Yeah, make a knowledge check actually.
Like a
Knowledge,
common
history.
knowledge?
Common knowledge?
Yeah, common knowledge. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nope. I don't know shit. Double ones.
Oh, yeah. You don't fucking.
Shit.
I got 8.
You don't have too much common knowledge at all.
Not a damn thing. I ain't got no common sense.
In that case, you
Guys,
both would
I
have.
really love playing this with you guys.
Aw.
Oh.
We love that you're here with us.
I'm so on it. I gotta balance everybody out.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
So y'all would have noticed as you were walking through town towards the church, which essentially meant you passed through the entirety of town. You would have noticed a general store-looking building, in decent shape, kind of like a shorter, 1-story wide building, and it said Holt's Goods on the outside.
That motherfucker!
So we don't know where this Old Holt is. Okay, gotcha.
No, wait, that was the name of the Reverend, right?
No.
No, that was the name he
No.
dropped in conversation where
Yeah,
he
he
said,
was
"You don't
saying-
see any old
'cause,
people around here," and he says, "Well, old Holt's probably about your
Gus
age."
was like, "Oh, you don't see any old people around here."
Oh, I thought he was referring to himself.
No, no.
Okay.
No, the
And-
Reverend is not old. He looks quite like
That's what I thought.
maybe
and
like
I was
mid 30s.
Is he attractive?
Not bad looking.
What?
I mean, it's hard to tell through his kind of loose-fitting, like Reverend garb, but I mean, he
Yeah, I
has
feel
a
like we should definitely talk to
nice jawline,
Old
shaven
Holt.
face, wears a big old hat.
Hell yeah.
maybe get some history on this town, like what the fuck happened.
Oh yeah, we probably should buy some more dynamite.
I see we all have
out?
different
I
motives
thought you
here.
already had some.
Oh
Wait, how
yeah,
much-
no, I got.
How much
What?
did you waste on that Sasquatch job, dude?
I was gonna say.
I mean, you don't waste dynamite. First off, you always use the correct amount. Whether it's 1 stick or 20.
You should have 20 dynamite.
I do have 20 dynamite, and I want more.
I mean,
And then he used 19 of it to get the
Okay.
Sasquatch out of the fucking
Yeah.
hole.
I used 19 and a half to smoke out the Sasquatch.
Okay, so let's head to the general store. Is
I'm-
Fanny Bottom
Yeah,
approaching?
as
about this
as you're
time?
approaching, you'll see them leaving right about that time, exiting the church.
Oh, can we wave at her? Be like, hey, Fanny.
Hey, Fanny!
Oh, hey guys, where you headed?
We're going general store.
Oh, can I come along?
Yeah.
I joined them.
Okay. Go ahead into the general store. So you make your way there. The building, not the best shape, but you head inside. It's a pretty sparsely stocked general store. There's not a lot of really general goods here. There's a decent bit of like maybe some old rusty equipment things. There's certainly no dynamite. There's like some.
Huh, there's about to be.
It almost looks sort of like a
Like a
resale shop
Yeah. Okay.
that they kind of open with just old equipment, a little bit of clothing.
Is there anybody at a counter anywhere?
Yeah, so you will see Holt Higgins. He's this kind of. I want you to picture in your head Eustace from Kurt's Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
He's just
God.
a skinny, kind of lanky old man, bald head, wears a hat. I'm not going to try to do Eustace's voice, but he will greet you. Oh, well, good afternoon. How can I help y'all? And he notices you, Gus, and he kind of like gives you that look.
That
And
old
then-
man
Like
look.
acknowledging another
Yeah,
old man.
yeah, and he kind of like he does that weird thing where he raises his hand and sees if you raise like the same hand, and like y'all are making sure you're not clones of each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise the same hand he's raising.
Spider-Man meme,
And
right?
like he tilts his head, gives you like a
Yeah,
squint.
yeah.
Lord.
Give him the tilt, squint, the whole
His
nine.
knees like pop a little. Yeah. So anyway,
Hi. Do you have any pocket trees in stock?
pocket trees. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
Oh, I reach into my pocket and I pull out a little perfume bottle, slightly tinted pink, and inside it is a very small weeping willow. And I said, "This is a pocket tree. This is
Oh,
one of
my
my very
goodness, look
favorite
at that.
pocket
That's
trees. And do you have anything similar? The bottle doesn't need to be just like this, but a small tree housed in a bottle or jar.
And we will sell it to you for $200.
We will not sell this item for $200 to anyone."
I don't know. Let's just hear what he has to offer.
And I
first.
slip it back in my pocket, and I keep my hand in my pocket also.
Yeah, that's not quite anything like I've ever seen before. It's very nice though.
You got any frogs?
Frogs.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks around the store. I'm like a general store. I just got jugs and clothes and.
All right, I've solved the mystery.
What kind
They're
of
all
clothes
vampires.
Do you have?
They don't have frogs.
What's
What
that?
kind of clothes do you have?
Oh, and he kind of like gestures to like one aisle of like just random assortment of like resale clothes.
Anything
I was really
fun?
hoping it'd just
Like
be
a
a pile in the
costume or
corner.
anything?
Here's
Nothing
the
too
rummaging
fun. It's all kind of
stick.
like if there's anything that's not colored like gray or like whatever, like brown, it's muted like colors, so like muted blues or muted reds, sort of kind of looks like worn like ranch equipment. This is like
Nothing
clothes
fun.
folk worked in.
So, Holt.
Yeah.
What's the history of this town? You've been here a while, right? Like, so.
Yep, since the day I was born, I've been here in
Oh,
I can totally still hear everything,
Pennywise.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's his.
very
not a very large store.
fascinating.
Yep,
So,
long
What
time
happened?
ago. What do you mean?
I mean, I look around and, like, it looks like everything's kind of closed down or on its way out. Did this used to be a real bustling town?
Yeah, it used to be the premier stop between Amarillo and Dallas. Unfortunately, the war happened, and anytime I reference the war, it's the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the war wasn't too bad because they built the railroad tracks, and y'all would have noticed there on your trip here there were like railroad tracks that look like they haven't been used in quite a long time. Like there's grass growing up through everything. And it's like, yeah, we used to have a little train station stopped here for the Confederates, and it was pretty good back then, and it was a little good after the war too. But then there was the tragedy back in 76, which 1876. Now it is 1879.
What tragedy happened?
Oh, down there at the Playhouse, there was gonna be a show a magnificent show. It brought in a lot of people from Dallas and Amarillo. But something happened. There was a fire or something. I didn't go. I didn't have that sort of money. There was a fire or something. A lot of folk died, and people started leaving the town. Trains stopped coming after the war, and that's the way it was.
If I wanted to figure out more about the Playhouse tragedy, who would I talk to? Do you know anyone that owns the building or anything?
No. The owner and everyone in there died. Owner died, and not really anyone survived to tell the tales, other than what I heard the screams and was woken up by the screams that evening, and people running and horses panicking. Yeah, and it all kind of went downhill from there, I suppose.
Well, I'm sorry.
But the Reverend keeps us honest. He keeps us. This is Penny Whistle's a fine place to live. I wouldn't leave it for nothing. Hey y'all, it's me Troy, your DM, or otherwise known as Marshall right now while we're playing through our Deadlands Halloween special. Just a couple quick announcements here. First of all, thanks for listening. We're super excited to be officially published. We're only on Spotify right now, but we're working on getting the show out to iTunes and Google Play and everything like that. So be looking out for that if you want or prefer to be listening on other mediums. Also, we have our official Twitter up. It's FAFDMPod. That's at FAFDMPOD is how you find us on Twitter. That's the show's official Twitter account. I've also made a Twitter account for the show. Mine is at FAFDM_Troy. That's at FAFDM_TROI. So go give those a follow, and if you ever want to talk about the show or anything, use the hashtag FAFDMPod. Again, that's hashtag FAFDMPOD. And yeah, just let us know. Let us know what you think. We really hope everyone's enjoying it. And if you are enjoying the show, go ahead and, maybe spread the word about the show and let your friends know, let your family know, let anyone ever know. As far as the Halloween special, we are hoping to have all the episodes out and published by Halloween Day. It's going to be a tight squeeze to get there, but I think we can do it. So be looking out for that. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for listening, and let's get back into the episode.
So you like the Reverend?
Yes, he's a good man.
Interesting.
How long has the Reverend been here, sir?
He came a couple months after the tragedy. He was a missionary. He was going around trying to help small folks in towns and things spread the good Lord's word. And well, when he stopped here, I guess he caught a liking to it. He liked the folk here, and we certainly need him. Lord knows that. We needed him good. Of course, not what we used to be here in Penny Whistle, but more than we would have been, thanks to the Reverend.
Well, that's fair. Thank you for your time.
Yes, of course. If y'all need a bath or anything, my wife runs the bathhouse downtown. It's not much. There's only a couple tubs. But if y'all need anything, she's a wonderful lady. She usually has some baked goods prepped up, too.
We will definitely give that a looking into.
Yep, her name's Lenora.
That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
So sweet.
Any other questions for Holt or anything?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
I would like to talk to my companions.
Okay.
And just the companions.
Sure.
So.
Y'all can find a...
Yeah. But I think it's interesting, guys, that the Reverend doesn't carry
Wait,
a frog.
Are we doing this in the middle of the store, or are we going
No,
somewhere?
No,
no,
I
y'all
think
found
outside.
someone. Y'all went somewhere.
I mean, I feel like it would be a appropriate time to let everybody know that I have rented rooms for everyone down at the Tumblr Hotel.
We much appreciate you.
We can recline in the presidential suite for a time.
That's very kind of you.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I just think it's weird that the Reverend went on all of these missionary trips and everything where he would be involved in the wilderness and whatnot, and yet still claims to.
Well, I mean, he could be like me and come from the east, and this is just as far as he ever got and never actually approached the wilderness.
I don't know. I just think it's a suspicious point.
I know things are a little weird here. The preacher and the the preacher and the old man inside, they don't have frogs, and I get it. I understand. It's scary times, and you need your frogs. But I'm telling you something. So I think Jesse's on to something. I think there's something funny with this town.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Gus.
I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. They suffered a tragedy, and a very kind man, I haven't met him personally, but from what you say, he was very kind to you all, came at an opportune time and provided them with the support that they needed.
I think we need to look into this playhouse.
I think it's a town full of Sasquatches.
I think. I think.
I'm kidding.
Damn it, fucking Dalton. I think. I want to look into the sheriff's building. That's what I want to look into.
Okay, we can definitely. Wait, there's a sheriff's building?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I told you there
Yeah.
isn't one.
Oh, by the way, guys, there isn't a sheriff's building. Well, there is. There's the
But there
remnants of it.
isn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was busy playing with my frog.
Yeah, you were.
God, that sounds like a terrible euphemism.
Miss Fancy Bottom, it is wrecked, and I want to go in there and see what transpired. If there's anything left to investigate. I mean, this is what we do, right, Miss Fancy Bottom?
Fancy bottom.
Yes, Mr. Gus.
There's something up with this place. And I think in our good nature, we should explore it and make sure that we're not leaving this place to the wolves.
Okay, well, you know what? You guys can investigate, and I will assist you because that is what I do. But, you are going to let me conduct some of my own personal business without interruption.
We give you 2 nights because we're waiting on the preacher's sermon.
Okay.
So, yep.
So we're all in agreement.
I suppose.
Alrighty. Well, now, everything's just right as rain.
God.
I think we're going to head over to the sheriff's office if no one has any objections.
We're
And
good.
with y'all's notice checks from earlier for that, y'all would have noticed what looked like a old, like, crazy looking homeless guy. Was it looked like he was sleeping outside of it.
So
Oh.
another old guy.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's okay. I'm all right.
You
with that.
approach him.
Is he sleeping, or
Yeah.
is he like just sitting there? Like, what is he doing?
He's like sleeping. He's got like a real unkept beard and like long hair. It's kind of like salt and pepper beard and hair, and he's got, dirt and dusty clothes, everything like that.
The sheriff's office, what does it look like? Is it boarded up? Is it like
Yeah, so entrances and windows are now boarded up. Otherwise, you see gunshot wounds. You see
Gunshot
looks like-
wounds.
wounds. Yeah, the building is wounded. Obviously. In fact, it's still bleeding to this day.
Oh,
man.
wow. Okay, definitely something up
I
here.
now believe there's something weird going on.
No, so yeah, there's gunshots in it. Looks like, Dalton would probably recognize the explosion of a piece of dynamite. There's some fire and looks like an explosion, sort of. So like the scorch marks are kind of peeking out from behind what was boarded up off to the right of the main door. Otherwise, yeah, totally like ransacked. It looked like it was bludgeoned with whatever they could find to bludgeon it.
Hey, I'd like to take one of my trail rations out of my bag and attempt to wake up this homeless gentleman.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll approach. Once you like approach, he kind of like startles, like, what?
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
You willing to give us some information or talk your tales for this meal here, this ration?
Tails, I've got no tails. I got.
You might be
Where
surprised what we find is a tail.
What's that?
You might be surprised what we find is a tail.
Yeah, I'm
or
hungry.
not. Okay. Sounds like a good deal then.
Tails, I ain't got no tails.
What's your name, sir?
What's that?
What's your name?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Do you have anything that you get called?
I ain't got no tails.
I want to give him the food, see if that helps him.
He kind of like grabs it aggressively and like kind of backs up a little, and begins to eat.
I'm going to let you chew on that for a while, and then we can talk once you're done.
I'm going to go around the back of the sheriff's office.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Gus.
All right. Yeah, y'all head around back.
I'm gonna abandon the small child
13-year-old
with
girl,
the...
with the homeless
with the-
man.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here with her.
I mean,
I could handle myself.
Yeah.
herself.
So y'all
I
head
have
around
faith.
back.
Mhm.
Y'all head around back. It's a similar affair all the way around the building. It looks like there's damage on the backside as well. Very similar, gunshot holes, broken wood.
Is there a hole, like is the building intact, or is there obviously like a fucking chunk missing off the roof or some shit, or is it just all inside?
So what looked like the most chunked out part of the building was where Jebediah probably thinks there was a piece of dynamite used or more, but that is boarded up, and all you notice is like scorch marks. Like, so picture it's boarded up, but there's scorch marks underneath those boards covering it. So there's probably like a hole behind those boards from an explosion that was up front to the right of the door.
Okay. On the back side, are there windows?
Everything's boarded up. Looks like there were
Yeah,
windows.
but they're windows, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess I will pull my lace gloves off because I don't want to ruin my lace gloves. And if there's a particular window or door you would like me to attempt to rip the boards off, I can do so for you.
Yeah.
I think me and Gus
we're gonna need to climb in through the window.
So, can I use my muscles?
I guess just make a strength check. Use your D8 and a D6.
Please, for the love of God, don't fucking fail me. I got an 8.
Yep, that explodes.
So I get to roll it again?
Yep.
Both of them or just the one?
Just the one that exploded.
3.
Gus, you see in...
Does that mean I literally just ripped boards off
you
this
literally,
building?
like...
In my beautiful
You don't even
fancy
break a
dress?
nail.
I'm just
You, like, grab the planks, and you see her just use those glutes and tear that board down. And it's not a sight you're unfamiliar with. You know she's strong. So yeah, she just and rips boards down.
We're in.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
musty in there. It seems like no one's been in there in a long time. It's dusty, musty, all kinds of usties.
Okay.
Wow. Yes,
Head
I
in.
stepped daintily over the
Yep.
boards, lifting my skirt. Because you.
Yep, for sure. So you're up front
Yes.
with the homeless man,
Yes.
and he kind of finishes up eating.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
So,
Thank you.
Not a problem. What's your story? Like, why are you here?
Well, I'm here because I ain't got nowhere else to go.
That sucks.
What's
Yeah,
your
I'm
name?
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
And he'll look to you. Well, I'm here because I ain't got nowhere else to go. And if y'all are silent for a second, he'll be like, "Oh, I don't remember my name."
Would you like a name?
I don't remember my name.
I'm gonna call you Dirty Pete.
Wow. Maybe just Pete is okay.
No, I think Dirty Pete or Crazy Pete. Ooh, Crazy Pete.
Yeah,
I've determined
that
Crazy
name would-
Pete.
I could use a name.
How do you like Crazy Pete? Crazy Pete.
Yeah, I would like a name.
Yeah, all right. Yep, Crazy Pete it is.
Hell yeah.
So, I don't think I have any type of investigation or anything. I don't think Streetwise would. I'm swearing, dynamite.
You are a businessman, not a murderous imp.
Yeah,
I'm
hungry.
the murderous imp.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So I give Jesse the stick of dynamite, and I just kind of cough. I'm like, oh god! And I drop something from my pocket. Man, I don't
Crazy
know.
Pete, what happened to the sheriff's office?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh man.
You just gotta give him a second. Let's just, twiddle our thumbs for a second. Wait for him to respond.
Oh, okay.
There's no sheriff.
Okay. How do you feel about the Reverend?
There's no sheriff. There's no reverend.
What do you mean? There's no Reverend?
And he kind of looks confused for a second and looks kind of back and forth towards his feet. There's no sheriff.
Why is there no sheriff?
There's no reverend.
Do you know what day it is?
Do we know what day it is?
The sheriff went.
Where'd he go?
It's kind of hard juggling this in my brain.
You have to write each question down. I'm like,
I don't know what day it is.
yes,
Yeah,
I
we did.
asked. Do you know what day it is? Should we ask the year at least and see if he?
No,
Because we do
no.
know. Well, like,
Crazy Pete's just crazy.
But there was a huge
Yeah,
tragedy
I'm
in
hungry.
the past.
yeah. So if we.
Oh.
Because that way, if he's saying there's no reverend, this is out of character,
Yeah,
obviously.
sure.
Because that way, if he says
He
there's
just
no
sees his mind
reverend-
overloading with.
Yeah. But if
Um,
he's stuck in the year like 19 or 1876, then like
Okay.
obviously there wouldn't have been a reverend during that time. But if he understands it's 1879 or whatever, then
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
would be more interesting.
I'm sold.
Okay.
I'm sold.
What year is it?
He just went. The sheriff just went. There is no sheriff. What year is it? And it seems like he's asking himself that, and he kind of like looks confused for a moment
Okay.
and looks to you. What year is it?
It's 1876. Don't you remember the playhouse just burned down?
There ain't no reverend. There ain't no play. 1876. And he kind of looks confused at that. Don't go to the play. Don't go to the play. And he's starting to like kind of rock back and forth. Don't go to the play.
What happens at the
Don't
play?
go to the play. Don't go to the
God.
play. Don't go to the play. Don't go to the play. Don't go to. Please don't go to the play. And he continues on in that fashion. He's starting to panic and scream.
Oh God.
So you all enter into the sheriff's office. You
Oh,
two.
hey, that's me and Gus.
So it's kind of like a one hallway affair with looks like used to be the cells on either side, and then up front there's a couple desks on either side of this one hallway that leads directly to what looks like the front door. And from in here, with the light shining through the window you just opened, you do see like what looks like an explosion in the front. Like there's the wall is missing other than what is boarded over it.
I am going to take out my lantern and light it.
Okay, yeah. You lit it up.
Walking around with all of your belongings on your back.
That's why I have a
what
backpack.
The Sasquatch blankets for. He wraps up all his goods in it, unfurls it, and starts picking through them.
With the lantern on and looking around the sheriff's office, is there anything left, basically?
Are there
So
any, like,
there looks
paper
to be like old
scraps?
paperwork. There's a painting on the wall. This young man, he looks maybe in his 20s, kind of a 10-gallon cowboy hat on. He's got a star pinned to his button-up shirt. Underneath it says Sheriff Samuel Tracy.
Samuel Tracy.
You do notice he's kind of got like a cleft lip
Hmm.
in the painting.
Distinctive.
But Dalton and I would not know any of this.
No, just like I would not know what y'all were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to walk over to where there's like the old paperwork, and I would like to go through it and see if I can get any information out of it.
Sure. Make a investigation check.
Hey, I have investigation. Ugh, a 2 and a 3.
So yeah, that passes.
I don't know how to read.
You find it's kind of official paperwork. It looks like maybe people he booked, like people that were booked, have your names. You have. It looks like there's a list of potential deputies listed there. There's Albert Stillwell is at the top of the list, kind of starred. Maybe he was going to make him a deputy. Other than that, it's just sort of like bureaucratic paperwork. Nothing really of note.
Looking around this place, besides the paperwork and the desk, like can I do like an investigation check to like?
Yeah.
No, it's too broad. So how many desks are in here?
It looks like just one on either side of like the doorway, sort of.
Can I check the one that Melanie didn't check?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
Alright, investigation. Ugh, I got 3.
That's my bad.
Can I look behind the painting of Samuel Tracy?
Sure.
See if there's anything
I'm
hidden.
gonna resolve. What'd you roll total, Toby, and were you gonna keep it?
Because I mean, I have 3 white chips, right? Does that
Yeah, you
do
can
anything?
use those to re-roll.
So I re-roll both dice, or I
both.
re-roll just one of them?
The whole roll again.
Re-roll both? Okay. Well, again,
One has whites.
4.
You're sort of, rummaging through this old paperwork. You see what looks like a sheet of paper that has, it's sort of like what I guess you would say an application is, but there's stuff about Albert Stillwell. You see a picture of blonde man, a blonde woman standing next to him, and standing in between them, in front of them, there's a short little blonde kid.
Wasn't the Reverend blonde?
He had a big hat. You don't know.
Frick.
It seems this is the desk of the deputy, and
Okay.
I'm assuming the desk that you're at is the desk of the sheriff?
Which has the most boring paperwork on top of it.
So yeah, roll investigation for checking behind the painting.
A 6 and a 4.
Reroll the 6. Explodes.
5.
Yeah, so you pick the paint. It's a pretty large painting, but you strong.
And
So
also it's
take it up off the
canvas.
wall, and
All in the booty.
you do see kind of like a little built-in wall safe.
Oh, where now?
You open it, and it is indeed locked.
I have lockpicking stuff.
With those 2 raises, you actually found a little sheet of paper with 3 numbers on it.
Oh, how convenient. I use those numbers on the little dial lock on the wall safe.
You do them just right, and you hear a click, and you turn the handle, and it opens.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well, I'm gonna look inside. I'm gonna investigate the shit out of that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you open it up, there seems to be a pistol, a pretty nice looking pistol, though with dust on it. You see some money, and you see another sort of little notebook.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the pistol and the money, and I'm gonna investigate the notebook.
Miss
We'll come
Fancy
back. I'll
Bottom,
tell you what the notebook says before next session.
Yes, Mr. Gus.
can I see the pistol?
Can I ask why you would like to see the pistol?
I want to investigate it, and I want to look at it.
Will I get it back?
Yes, you will.
All right, then I pass the pistol on to Gus.
Okay, yeah. Gus, you have the pistol. It's a very finely crafted pistol. A Colt buntline.
Yep. Cold Buntline Special, 45.
I guess make a knowledge roll. History.
Making all common knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. That's a 10. Double exploding.
Damn.
That's a 13. That's 17. One more exploding for the 4.
God damn.
That's a 20 right there.
Yeah, you know exactly what this pistol is and how much it's worth, and you kind of are very excited. You kind of jump up and like click your heels like whenever fucking Charlie came back home with the damn golden ticket. You start fucking dancing around with your old ass fucking bones crackling.
Oh, piece of shit, Grandpa Joe!
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
woohoo!
So yeah, this is one of the most finely crafted weapons you've ever known and ever held in your hands.
Alrighty. Now, Miss Fancy Bottom.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Gus.
It's got on the handle, which you kind of think is a shame, it's got the initials AS carved into it.
AS on it.
They just didn't
Okay.
know how to spell ass.
Mm-hmm. So close.
Now, this weapon is a little dirty and it's a little dusty. But if you would please let me borrow it for the night, and I will make sure that it's in working order.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mr. Gus.
Well, you don't really see a weapon this fine out here, and I want to make sure that it fires properly whenever you're in a jam.
So, and about this point, y'all hear, "Don't go to the play, don't go to the play."
So
you
we
hear that
can hear the
panicking
outside
outside.
part.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, y'all exit and see the homeless man that they were talking to is panicking, shouting, walking away, and they're just kind of standing there like,
So, how was your conversation?
It was revealing. Mostly
Difficult.
a crazy Pete.
Oh, so he had a name.
No,
Yes, he confirmed that was his name. He said in one of his lucid moments that my name is Pete, and you can call me crazy. I am Crazy Pete.
You know,
That is a direct quote.
I just don't feel like you're being quite truthful with me.
I don't know,
right
Jesse.
now.
Is that how it went?
Jesse?
I'm gonna stand.
Dad, stop fighting.
I'm gonna stand like kind of
The
behind
bonds of our
Fanny.
sisterhood.
and I'm gonna like flash like $10 at you. Like,
Okay, so what do I need to do to snatch the $10 from him?
She
you
saved
can just
my
do it if
life.
he's handing it to you.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
I'm-
snatch
I'm-
the $10.
well, I'm standing behind like bribing you to agree with me.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm gonna snatch the $10.
I
Yeah.
mean,
She snatched
I
the
have
$10 from him.
eyes,
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
and now I know that that is not what happened, and I'm disappointed in you both.
I'm just gonna show Fanny Bottoms the $10.
I understand.
Everyone
where
make a
you're coming
streetwise
from.
roll.
Oh God.
Streetwise. I don't think I have streetwise. I got a 1 and a 3.
You don't notice right away, Miss Fanny Bottoms, but you all hear kind of a commotion up the street towards the water hole, the watering hole.
All right.
Head
we're
on.
gonna go.
Head
Is
on
that
down to
what
the
you're-
watering hole.
So y'all make y'all's way there. It looks like there's an argument going on. You see this finely dressed ranch hand.
Oh.
He's got a chiseled jawline, shaved face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know my cows didn't start having any problems till you folk came in town. This man yells to the man you met earlier, Elijah. Well, we didn't do nothing to your damn cows, you fucking kook.
I will approach this conversation. Gentlemen, there is no need for such a ruckus out in public.
And Elijah immediately, oh, I'm sorry, man, but this man's making outlandish accusations.
I want to start chanting, fight, 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 fight. No.
I am trying to get railed here, okay?
Then how do you explain the gunshots of my damn cows? One of them done died already.
Sir, if we could just take this up to my hotel
And
room.
are you telling that to Elijah or the
Very attractive
the-
ranch hand.
this is the first time you've ever been flustered by the looks of someone.
I love
And he
it.
kind of catches your eye and he takes back. Well, miss, it's a hard enough living out here, and my wife said she saw people out on our land last night, and these folk got here yesterday, and now my cows have bullet holes in them. One of them died. Bessie died. But you are very gorgeous. I just want to get that out of the way, miss. So pardon me. But if it's not them, who else would it have been? I trust everyone in this town. We didn't do nothing to your damn cows.
Gentlemen,
Lucky.
may we please just take this up to my room so that we do not disturb the fine folks of this town? We can all go. I have the presidential suite over at the Tumblr, and we can all sit down and discuss it calmly, and you two can sort out your issues.
I'm sorry, miss, but we ain't got no lawmen around here. We settle things ourselves. He hasn't said nothing to me that makes me think it wasn't them.
Let me
They
then
just
propose.
seem like a bunch of hoodlums that go around wherever they please and cause trouble.
Let me just propose then, sir, that my companions and I, we investigate things for a living. And so you might hire us to investigate this for you, and then there will be no unnecessary bloodshed until we
There's already been
determine
bloodshed. My cow died. Bess is dead.
We can get you
How else are we supposed to provide milk for this town? We don't got a lot around here if you can't tell. And we don't need people like this coming in all the time. The two guys that were with Elijah are kind of egging him on. Like, yeah, kick his ass, Elijah. Come on. Fuck these old hillbillies. And Elijah like starts cracking his knuckles. And the ranch hand reaches for his gun. It's like, you better stand back, sir.
Hold on now.
Elijah, sir.
Well,
Elijah,
hold
sir.
on
We're gonna
now.
have to
All right.
be.
If y'all's is gonna be dueling, y'all's got to do it right.
Got
All right.
7 and a 2 for my persuasion.
Okay. He kind of like calms down, takes his hand off his gun. Well, I think the old man has it right. With no lawmen around, we settle these the old-fashioned way. I ain't gonna duel with you. I got no reason to be defending myself from anything. And he's like, well, then you're guilty in my eyes. And I'll shoot you dead right here. They kind of start bickering more. And about this time, you all hear a very loud scream. And it kind of stops. Everyone turns their attention. And that's where we'll end.